Like I said, this is one of the most important pictures, most unique picture. You ain't going to get another unique picture. This was on the 45th anniversary of the Bay of Pigs, when we almost had a nuclear war. April the 17th, 2006. 45 in numerology. Holy Bible in numerology is 45. It's got the right number of chains. Hey, you know, I just snapped it. I was in the right place at the right time. I am in the right place at the right time so many times in my existence, it's pathetic. You all, when I show you some other pictures and this and that and everything, you all are going to go, oh, oh, oh. Yes, you are, people. You will understand that my claim of who I am is real. Totally real. Now here's the wall. The reason that these flowers are on this side and that side, this is the Dakto Massacre, the 8th anniversary, 8 the number of the father, for 8 in numerology is 31, and father is in numerology is 31. This is the compound that was overrun by 10,000 North Vietnamese and 40 GIs were killed. Period. Okay? Now, what's interesting about this is you're not supposed to, you can't tape things to the wall and all that, but these cracks right here, if you get the right flowers and the right stems on the flowers, you can put them all the way up at the top and everything. And they'll actually probably leave them there. They left these there. This was early morning before I went over. You know, this is, you know, actually this is the sunrise. The sun's trying to come through here, and that is it, this right here, the reflection right there. You know, just like all these lights are the reflection right here. Okay, this flower up here is for Jerry Michael Shriver and Sergeant Major Wimple. Yeah, man, Sergeant Major. He was responsible for helping get 12, 13 GIs out of Dakto before it was overrun. And he actually survived and was murdered in a Japanese hospital several days after that. Jerry Michael Shriver happened to be at Dakto at the time. He was the greatest special forces agent. He had to be brought in. He was doing a recon mission, and there were so many enemy troops out there that he had to be brought into the compound and deposited in the compound. Later that night, they overran that compound. Jerry Michael Shriver escaped. He actually held them up. They were in an underground concrete bunker, and there was about 5 or 6 of them. Everybody died down there except him. He was responsible for, single-handedly responsible for delaying the ability of the North Vietnamese to come down the steps for hours. They had to use all their little satchel charges and keep on blowing holes over and over and over again until they blew a hole big enough in the concrete that they could actually kill everybody in there, except Jerry Michael Shriver and Sergeant Major Wimple, who was covered up by dead bodies. Jerry Michael Shriver covered him up with dead bodies, and the gooks missed him. The North Vietnamese missed him. Sorry about the word gooks. Missed him, and he was the only, there was only 2 survivors out of that. There was another guy that survived there. You want to know how he survived? He had to put the guts of another man on his guts and hold him there and look dead. That's how he survived. They thought he was dead because they thought the guts that he took from another man just next to him were his guts. And they left him alone. Think of that. How would you like to have been in that position, huh? Oh yeah. How would you be biting your teeth, your tongue? How much would you want to shake? How could this guy keep himself from shaking? Oh, man, he was probably citing all the prayers that he ever knew. He was probably just saying, Lord Jesus Christ, help me. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ, save me. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord Jesus Christ didn't let his personal spirit enter his body with his other spirit, his personal protectorate spirit, an angel, enter his body and let him be calm. And that was the only way he could stay calm. You couldn't stay calm, people. I couldn't. And I'm a ninja. Now, the rest of the story about the Dakto Massacre is kind of funny. If you call death funny. You know, they must have killed 2,000 to 3,000, maybe, troops. I mean, it was 10,000. Human wave attack. Man, you all know what a human wave attack is. They tie off their wrist, right under right above their elbow, up near their armpit. They tie off their legs. Tourniquets. They tighten it down where the blood flows very slowly. And then they come charging at you. So if they get a bullet in the arm and they start bleeding, they don't bleed. They can keep on coming at you. They're robots. They're monsters. They just keep on coming. Unless you hit them in the heart and knock them down, or the head, they just keep on coming. And all the time, they're firing off their weapons. All the time, they're dropping mortars on your position or firing rockets at you. If I could get Coppola or one of my other favorite guys and everything, Platoon, to do a movie on the Dakto Massacre, you people would pee in your pants. You would pee in your pants, I assure you. I assure you, you will pee in your pants. But go watch Rambo. The new Rambo, that, you know, he's firing a 50 caliber machine gun. And when you see a person's body torn totally apart, hey, if a 50 caliber bullet hits you kind of on the left or the right side, it has the potential of tearing you in half. It's a big bullet, people. It's a monster. It is a monster. So anyway, you can bet your sweet ass they had 50 calibers there. We did. So what happened here was almost everybody died. A couple people got out. And like I said, 2 people were covered up and everything. But all these North Vietnamese were going around and they got totally spooked. Now, you can prove this through Vietnam veterans, a couple of them. If you could get me on 60 Minutes, give this story, get all the Vietnam veterans to watch it, they would be calling me off they'd run all the phones right off the wire, man. But there's a couple of them, the body bag patrol will tell you. Now, what happened is every American that died, which was all of them, had a big, watch this word, shit-eating grin on their face, okay? They were smiling like they had just seen an angel, or they had just gotten home and seen their parents or their wives. They all were dead and they all were smiling. I mean, euphorically smiling. And when all these North Vietnamese who was cleaning up their dead and dragging them off and getting rid of all the bodies, because they never found one North Vietnamese body, although thousands were killed. The Army did not help out at all. It was not till the next day, and I bet you there was a fog that came upon that place. I know that the river right in front of the compound was black with blood. And I wonder what the moon was, whether it was a full moon or a quarter moon or what. What was the moon on April the 17th, 1969? What was it? Was it a quarter, a full, or what? I think I could find out on the website. But anyway, these Vietnamese were spooked, man. They got out of there as fast as they could. They didn't even touch those bodies, American bodies. No way. Now, when the American GIs came up the next day to put them in body bags, how spooked do you think they were? You know, after a couple guys got there and started seeing all these smiling faces like they were in euphoria, how spooked do you think they were? Jesus Christ! I bet you they were peeing in their pants. I bet you they were. I bet you they wanted to get out of that compound. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Dakto Massacre, the 8th anniversary of the Bay of Pigs, and you guys know nothing about it. You don't know that the CIA set it up to kill the only witness of the Kennedy assassination. You don't know this! It's a shame that you are lied to so much and you cheated so violently. I'm not even going to get into that. Man, that's a big one there, right behind there. I needed to finish the Dakto Massacre and the fact that we knew Jerry Michael Shriver. Whether anybody can testify that or not. Now, don't take another man's word that says that they knew he wasn't in the compound at this time. Listen, there's a lot of false information out there. A lot of false information. Let me prove mine. Please, have compassion. Let me prove mine.